When we talk about wasps, we often refer to yellow jackets, really, which are the most common of the many different wasp species that there are. But they are at the end of their life cycle, pretty much. They do not survive as colonies the winter. And so this is sort of their last hooray at the end of the summer to produce new reproductives that can overwinter and then start new colonies. But basically, at this time of the year, the colonies are the strongest, often numbering thousands of individuals. And these individuals are workers that are just helping to reproduce then the reproductives for the new season.
What effect does this late summer heat have on wasps?
Insects in general and wasps do like warm, dry conditions. And so they are more active. Their metabolism works fast at a faster rate. And so they can be out and about. And when it's colder or rainier, then of course they are not as much visible to us.
Why are wasps so aggressive right now?
Well, it has to do with the end of the season and of them being workers. So typically, workers are, if you will, disposable, just like immune cells in our body or skin cells in our body. They are disposable because they're not themselves the ones that reproduce. Those are going to be the new queens. And so they can be more aggressive and more risk prone, if you will, and forage in a more riskier strategy, not caring about their own survival as much as the colony's resource gain. Wasps and yellow jackets are actually quite important as predators of detrimental other insects, such as caterpillars and aphids, which they feed on and control the populations of those insects. But at this time of the year, there's not that much available anymore in those insect populations. And so they turn to more human produced garbage and other food resources like our picnics.
How should we change how we interact with wasps at this time of year?
I would probably be a little bit more cautious than in the spring, just because they're at the end of the season and they know that they don't have very long to live anyway. And, risking interactions with them is not particularly fatal for us. Stinging rarely is really a life-threatening condition unless we get stung in the throat area, where swelling can then clog up our airways and we can't breathe. And so particularly eating when wasps are around should be done with caution, so that you don't swallow accidentally a wasp and then get stung.
If we do end up with a higher than average number of wasps next year because of this heat wave, what impact does it have on the ecosystem?
The winter temperatures and the early spring temperatures will tell us whether we get a bumper population of those yellow jackets next year rather than what we see at the end of this year.